Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the Will and DeShaun show, and I am DeShaun.
And I am Will.
Will, how are you?
I am doing great. How are you?
I'm well too.
Are you staying fine?
Quarantined.
Out of this COVID-19. Are you ready for this to be over?
I am.
Reasons being, is this because you just want to rip and run the streets, or you just ready to go back to work?
I'm just ready to rip and run the streets. I'm enjoying my off time. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
Oh, so that means DeShaun got money. Okay, he okay financially.
Like,
he ain't gotta go back to work yet.
I mean, I do think about, because eventually it's gonna happen. I think about the outcome of everything. You know, I think about that, but for the time being, you know,
You're enjoying the vacation.
Yeah,
I understand. It's so funny because I was at work last night, and work has been like truly kind of like really, really slow. And I was like, ugh, I would rather be at home. And I said, wait a minute.
right. That can happen.
I've been there, done that, okay?
Right.
But I was like, it was just one of those days I just didn't really feel like being out all day. And I was like kind of ready to go. And I was like, damn, I wish I was at home. But I was like, you know what? There's people who are at home wishing they could be at work. So let me shut up and be grateful.
Right. Be appreciative.
Very that.
Absolutely.
Trust me, I am at this point.
So today we want to talk about what I wanted to talk about. I want to be kind of an advocate for Carlton, almost like a devil's advocate type deal, because I watched Love is Blind again, and I still feel he was wrong for blowing up on Diamond, I believe her name is, and I do still feel that he was wrong for not talking about his bisexuality earlier in their experiment. But I also feel like, you know, there was something going on internally. I don't know. I felt like there was more.
After rewatching Love is Blind, you've gotten a different perspective of Carlton. You see something.
It humanized him for me.
Okay.
Because I think beforehand, it was like, you heard about this guy on this show who did this. But then when I watched it, it made him into more of a human, it seemed like he was kind of struggling for acceptance of some sort. And it seemed like he came off, even though, again, I don't approve of the things that he did, but it did seem like he was kind of misunderstood. And whenever someone kind of jumps and get mad like that, it's almost like an insecurity beneath it. So it made me kind of feel a little bit sorry for him. Like, maybe he needs to get some counseling or something like that.
He probably does. You know, he probably is still struggling with the fact that he like, okay, I like girls, but I like boys, but then I'm kind of gay, and girls ain't gonna like me because I'm gay. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm more of the softer, semi-feminine side. So I guess he probably is dealing with things internally. But watching him blow up on Diamond is also alarming if he wasn't gay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it was like, that's kind of like abusive behavior.
Yeah.
And you're taking out your issues.
For her just asking questions, too.
Her, right.
Right.
So, like I said, and watching it in that way, you know, even though he queened out on her, when she tried to just give some explanation on his bisexuality, it wasn't that she wasn't, like, really turning him down or even putting him down. She just wanted him to basically explain. But again, to me, and I've said this before in the other podcast, I feel like he was set up by the producers because the producers knew this would make very juicy story.
So do you think the producers told him not to tell his...
Yes, I do. I do believe that they told him not to tell her during that time and to wait. And then, because again, if you have to build a storyline. Now, imagine watching Love is Blind, we did see other people where we like, what happened to the other people? So apparently they didn't have a good storyline.
They weren't interested.
They weren't interested.
Right.
Carlton's bisexuality made him interested.
Okay, but what about Carlton saying that he didn't want to tell her because he felt like he would be judged? So you don't think Carlton in any way kind of went along with the producers?
Absolutely.
I mean, far as...
No, see, again, he knew what he was doing. The producers knew what they were doing.
Right.
He gave them a story. Now they actually built... There are story producers in reality shows.
I'm sure producers saw that story and was like,
Absolutely. But like you said, the other people that didn't really make the cut, they wasn't interesting enough. Carlton made himself interesting with his bisexual plotline.
But I also think he got picked too. So I don't think it was just his bisexual plotline. I think the fact that he did get picked. Do you think the producers forced him to pick each other?
I'm not going to say they forced them to pick each other. I'm sure she picked them because she liked them or whatever. But what made you last a little bit longer and made the story more interesting was the bisexuality. Because they could have been like Cameron and and they could have this little lovey-dovey thing. And
could they?
No. They could have. It could have been the black. It could have been because Cameron had the whole interracial thing, which made that's a storyline,
right?
And they could have had the whole black love thing,
right? But could they have done it even with Carlton's actions?
With Carlton queening out,
yeah, from him queening out.
No, see that's what. This is where the part where the judgment came in.
Okay,
because you did it from the community looking, watching this.
Right.
You claim to be bisexual. And I'm not to say that bisexual men don't have emotions, they don't queen out.
Right.
But
all men have emotions and queen out.
But you did a stereotypical gay move. You started disrespecting her, talking about her hair.
Yeah.
You went there. It
was actually kind of low.
Very low.
Yeah.
You went in the straight queen because you felt
started
attacked.
Shading.
Yes, you started reading her.
Right.
That wasn't even shade. That was reading.
Okay,
like he started reading her, and like going in and not like the friendly banter read, but the reading. I'm getting you together read. Like I'm trying to tear you down read, and that's what he did.
Yeah, I thought that was low. I didn't like
Which
that.
was like you said, that was kind of despicable. But again, that's his emotions. He was upset, and that's how he felt at the time.
Right.
I get it, but here's the thing. Like we said in the other podcast, part one of this podcast is that, black men are not allowed to be bisexual.
Right.
When it's come down to dating black women. Because a lot of black women don't accept that. Like I said, not only do we have to fight chicks off, now I gotta fight because you like niggas too?
Right, so do you think, okay, so you understand that, so you should understand Carlton.
Oh,
right.
Trust me, that part I understood.
I almost felt like he didn't feel like he could be himself fully. Because I've gotten that from both sides. I'm not bisexual. But I can see someone saying, when I'm around gay people, it's like, they don't understand the fact that I like girls too. They look at me and laugh. Now, when I'm around straight people, they look at me and laugh. They're like, "How you not straight?" Like I don't get. So I can understand that because we've talked about bisexuality and how they have it hard from both sides, being misunderstood.
They do.
And I think Carlton's episode kind of put that in real life for me.
It did. It made it real.
Yeah.
Like I told you, our friend told me the same thing. He said he could tell the guy that he's bisexual. They'll be okay with it.
Right.
But he can't tell a woman because they're not really okay with it.
Right.
And like you said, yes. And I also said that how I felt about bisexuality, like I felt like that was like a cop-out. And I felt like bisexual people weren't
right.
I ain't gonna say not necessarily wasn't real, but I was like, whatever.
That's you eased into the gay world.
That's your gateway into saying to you finally being fully gay. And again, like you said, I don't know. Again,
yeah, everyone has their own journey.
It did. Again, I will say this: it did make it real, and it did. He didn't want to tell because of being judged and being misunderstood of being a bisexual man. But the thing is, again, honestly, have to say, when people know your tea.
Yeah, especially when you haven't been on live TV before. Yeah,
you've been on
a popular show that's popular amongst the gays as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And then it's
not like you was on like
you're around, and then you hang with other gays who also want to be around these reality stars.
Oh, so he okay.
Yes, you are a known gay guy who been around reality TV stars. And a lot of gay men, they really flock to reality TV stars because that's what a lot of black gay men want to be, reality TV stars.
Right.
And also, people knew you. People knew the real you. People know the things that people were like, bisexual.
Right.
That's why it was such a hard time for the gay community per se. Was like, bisexual girl, you're a queen. We know you like, like, please. Not to say that you have to be a certain look to be bisexual, but when the people know you, they know you. Don't talk about you bisexual and you ain't never dated no women.
But how you know? You don't know. You don't know. So I don't know. We don't know his actual life. We don't know what he's done, what he slept with, his desires.
We know a lot of people who be claiming they something and go after something else. Because people claim they want this, they go after something else. But you be like, wait, you claim you want, but you don't date.
Right. True.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know. Maybe he always thought he would end up with a woman. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of times people get put in this box like you can't be anything else.
Yeah, I'm
this.
not. Again,
right.
I personally not saying that he cannot be that, because at the end of the day, that's how he feels, and that's who he's in love with two people.
You saying if it walk like a duck and talk like a duck and quack like a duck.
Affleck. I'm just saying. Just be real here. Like, really, let's just be honest. I mean, I'm not saying that the boy is not bisexual. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But people see and know otherwise.
Right. Love is Blind is interesting. I think this first run was really good because I think no one really knew what he was getting into. I'm interested to see how the second run is going to go.
Now, this is why I like reality shows like this. Mm-hmm. It's new, it's refreshing, it's so totally different from restaurants and meetups are arguing about.
Right, and it still stayed interesting, too. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, they fighting again? Here we go. Like,
yeah, and it was so different.
Oh my God, they having sex again? Here we go.
Right. It was so different from, like, the popular
formula of reality
we
TV.
See now.
Yeah, it was very different.
That's why I say I really truly enjoyed Love is Blind as well as the one called The Circle, because they were very different and they were refreshing. They were, like you said, they were something that people didn't know what they were getting themselves into, which made it more authentic and made it more real.
Right. These brand new ones, it pops up.
It reminds me of The Real World way back when it first started. That's the grandfather of
the original reality
show. When these people were truly 7 people
picked to live in the house, find out what the world says or something.
And it gets real.
The real world.
The real world. Like, for
Chicago.
Like, I enjoyed stuff like that because they were people, they know what they were getting themselves into. They went and lived in a house with most persons,
or like
without being produced. That's the thing. Now they were being these other reality shows,
overproduced.
They're overproduced
to the point where you got a damn script.
It's casted.
Yeah,
it's very casted. Don't get me wrong. All shows are kind of like casted, even probably. But
they're very much a production. Even when I watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's just like such a production. It looks so put together and like
very that.
And of course, Love is Blind. I'm sure of course.
I mean, they had great production as well.
Yeah.
It's not like they had like no shabby, Samsung camera.
But it was a good reality show that was real authentic.
What?
Keisha Cole, the first one. That was a reality show.
Right. When stuff like that.
That was a reality circus.
That's why it was so popular, because people truly like real. This stuff like Housewives, stuff like that. That's why, to me, I've totally kind of like backed out of them less. Like, I don't have to be like, have a
running down Sunday.
I'm not running down Sunday, rush home to see it, or have to have like viewing parties of it, because now I feel like, honestly, it's stale. Like I said, for them to want to change it up, they literally have to get. I know we so used to having familiar faces and familiarity, but to me, I feel like they should wipe a clean slate.
We both said that. It's like, even when
because you want some new stories, you want new people, like, new drama. These people still holding on to like dramas that don't even make no sense. They don't even know what they still arguing. It's like getting the scene, start arguing.
Right. It is stale. It's very stale.
That's why I feel like all these reality shows, like Love and Hip Hop,
super stale.
They all stale to me because it's the same formula and they still do the same thing.
Right. It's like you'll watch it after not seeing it in a long time. You're like, oh, okay, so they still just doing restaurants and meetups.
Right. Even like with Married to Medicine, even though the Married to Medicine still kind of have that formula, but Married to Medicine cast, I will say they have a great cast because they were like that fresh new ingenue too at first, but they were actually real people who actually knew each other.
Right. Okay.
Versus they just
grab randoms, throw them together. Okay.
Versus maybe semi-associates or I know of you kind of thing. Even like I said, even if you did have like perfect strangers, like The Real World did back in the day, but to watch people develop and
it's supposed to be real, right. So I think with that being said, maybe it's time for a new structure of reality TV. You know, I think Netflix is setting a great example. Of these Netflix really cool shows.
And then you're just so funny, they kind of going to revive it in another way.
Yeah.
You get it? Because like I feel like the way that
a more authentic way.
Yeah, and it made it, people have done it thus far. Yes, it made all the people millions, like the Kardashians and the hip hop franchise and the All Housewives franchise, which are still doing well, but watching something like Love is Blind, watching something like The Circle is like oh, that's intriguing. I'm intrigued.
Right.
I'm not so much intrigued on the same format that people been doing on TV.
And that's kudos to like the production team and everyone who put it together. Like they did a good job.
New ideas. Yeah. We tired of the same.
But you know what? A lot of people probably had to go to Netflix to get their new idea. They probably were pitching these shows to
I'm sure.
VH1.
I'm sure. But again, they fall for their formulas as well because at the end of the day, much as I may have declined watching,
what's making the money is what's making the money.
Absolutely, people still watching because they're not getting canceled.
Right,
these franchises
somebody watching,
canceled. So people are still watching. They're still gaining the viewership.
They glowing up every season.
Yeah, but again, but I feel like if you watch, not to say that if you watch something like that, you're stupid and you're dumb, but after watching it for so long, it's like your brain turned to mashed potatoes.
I mean,
you're not stimulated anymore.
Yeah,
like I said,
course.
when it first came out, you was like, oh, cool, all these old rappers and stuff that we knew of, and they on the show, they blah blah. That was like intriguing, that was new. But now watching it, and then you watch Housewives, like, okay, we know Nene, and Nene built, not say built, but she was the breakout star of that, and how a reality TV person's formula, which was great. But the thing is, like, okay, but now we're losing interest in you now.
Let me tell you something.
Americans are very on to the next.
Yeah.
We're very microwave when it comes down to certain things.
No shade against anybody, but I never was super into reality TV in general, to be honest.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I just if it's on, I watch. If you want to call me over, we can have drinks, we can watch. I'm that person, but it might have been like maybe one or two shows that I rushed home to see. That was Making the Band, because I went to see how they developed. Yeah, I was very interested in how the music was going to come together.
And one, do music.
Yeah.
It was kind of like the real world, but actually people making a band.
Right, and then I started rooting for people. I fell in love with people and stuff like that. I like Keisha Cole ones because it was just so raw. It was just
what
raw.
other show that I used to be in love with? Like literally be had not at work to watch was American Idol.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. First American Idol. The first couple seasons of American Idol was good.
The first couple seasons of American Idol was amazing.
But they got stale too.
It did. Well, it did. Because I feel like it ran, even with them trying to revive it, I feel like it's already ran its course.
I think even The Voice, those shows in general are stale. First of all, what happens to the winners nowadays?
Because none of them become successful like they used to on Idol and even X Factor, like UK and stuff. Like X Factor UK, they got a lot of big stars. Mm-hmm. But here,
why the X Factor here don't do the same thing?
I don't know.
Maybe it's America. I don't know. But what reality show I loved? Monica's reality show. It only had one season.
Because they say Monica's reality show was boring.
But I enjoyed her going to the studio and making the album and stuff like that. I don't know. I enjoyed it.
She could have had a docuseries.
Okay. That's kind of what it was.
Surely that's what it was. I mean,
I like to see the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
And
again, that was what made Keisha Cole's career as well.
Right, exactly. So we're seeing them make these albums. We're seeing them put music together as well as give some of their personal life to it.
Yeah.
I don't have to see two people sitting down and throwing drinks at each other. Don't get me wrong. If it's on, we don't have to turn the channel. You know what I'm saying? I'll watch.
That's how Basketball Wives too. When Basketball Wives first came out, it was very intriguing because there was some new people that we never knew about.
Right.
They were spicy.
Oh my God!
Evelyn was spicy. Evelyn was fighting and throwing bottles and throwing drinks. So that was intriguing. But after so long, people even though Basketball Wives is still on and they still getting viewers, but that whole fighting and throwing bottles, it got too extreme.
Right. And I think
I used to love Bad Girls Club. That was my.
They used to fight.
That was my guilty pleasure.
Ooh, they used to
because
fight.
They used to fight, and that's the watching.
And then when social media came out, it was like I ain't even got to see watch the shows. I can just see the fights and stuff on Instagram.
Posting all the clips.
I can see the little shady comments and everything on Instagram.
That's
so now I really
ain't this media kind of app called Quibi.
Mm-hmm.
And what Quibi is called Quick Bites.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're basically going, it's like shows, but the shows are no longer than 10 minutes because they know people's attention spans are very short now, especially because of social media. So it's very short. So they're very quick little things because they revive Punk. They revive a lot of different shows like Punk and some kind of dating game that was on MTV. A couple of MTV shows like Chrissy Teigen had a little judge show on there. So it's a lot of different things that was going to be on there. But again, like you said,
and nothing against reality
as much because they watch everything on their phones.
Right, exactly. And nothing against reality TV stars. I feel like get it how you live. You know what I'm saying? But opportunity comes, you take the most advantage. I have nothing to get that. But sidebar, we might have saw like one of the first seasons of Basketball Wives at work. When I tell you them look like totally different women, like
absolutely
totally different women, like. Oh my God, the glow up in reality TV is real.
When you absolutely, and that's why people get on it because we like that rags to riches story, and that's what makes people intrigued. But when some people get too high on the horse and their britches get too big and they get this ego because
that's 50% of reality TV stars.
Because they become fan favorites, and they get this and they become new money. Then they lose what people liked about them.
Right. Well, I say all that to say, you know, Love is Blind was cool. Hopefully y'all have... I'm interested to see what happens next season. Carlton, I think he could use some good counseling. You know what I'm saying? We all can.
Do you want them to have actual gay and lesbian?
It would be interesting to see a gay Love is Blind.
And a transgender person on there.
Can gays do Love is Blind?
Yeah, I'm sure they probably can. I'm sure because of Carlton... I'm sure they're definitely going to be trying to cast somebody of the LGBT community.
And it's based here, would you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
I think it's a cool concept, and never know, I might end up like Candace. And then like Candace.
Lauren?
Yeah.
Who's Candace?
I don't know.
That's your cousin, somebody.
Right. You know somebody like Candace. Right. But yeah, I might end up like Lauren.
Right.
Get my white Nubian king. Okay.
Would you be willing to like see those doors open and it's someone you're totally not attracted to? Would you be willing to go through with it? Or you could do like Jessica did and just go the whole course.
It'd be very that.
But see, I don't want that to be. What I'm scared of is that's going to happen a lot the next season. Because they're like, okay, we just got to find somebody to get married with. We can be on the whole show.
And not only that, I'm sure that they're going to set it up where they don't actually like that person once the door's open. Because at the end of the day, especially as being a gay man, you know, we very, what's the word?
Picky,
fickle.
Surface. Superficial.
All of that. So we can have a great connection. But if that man is 500 pounds when that door opens,
what you gonna do?
It's paid.
What? Well, you better.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just using that as an example.
Didn't you say bodies can be made?
Bodies can be made, but you know what you're attracted to sexually.
Right.
But also, you got to have sexual chemistry. Because with Lauren and the old boy, she was sexually attracted to him.
Yeah.
Still, you know, she liked this person. Now, but when she sings,
Cameron's cute though. Yeah, but Love is Blind. That entire cast were genuinely attractive people.
Exactly. But what if you do would they actually have a real quote unquote?
Now that would be a good Love is Blind.
With
people who aren't generally attractive.
Right.
Yeah. That would be a good one.
Now that's truly Love is Blind. Now, this first season, like I said, they did cast people who all of the cast were attractive. Everybody on the cast was attractive. But to cast regular people from all body shapes and all heights and stuff like that.
Midgets.
They're called little people. You cannot say midgets, that's offensive.
Little people, I'm sorry.
Yes. Like things like that. Yeah. And then you could truly see if Love is Blind.
Okay. That would be a good one. That would be good. Now, as well as the gay one.
Yeah, I think next season it should be more and even as their seasons grow, it should get more diversified.
Yeah. But anyway, tell us what y'all think about everything we just said. We said a lot. We was talking about reality TV. We was talking about Carlton. There's a lot going on. But, comment, subscribe, share. Follow us, Will and DeShaun on Instagram. Best of Black on Instagram. DeShaun Duran on Instagram. Fuck with us. Bye-bye.
Bye.